Once you download the file, look for the file and double-click on top of it to open it. In the table, the first row contains the field names, which correspond to the attributes in GIS. The subsequent rows contain the actual data. To quickly understand the data without spending a lot of time, you can create pivot tables. Pivot tables allow you to efficiently summarize and explore large data sets. It will help you highlight the trends or the patterns, and it will help identifying relevant information and gaining insights into the dataset's content. To go there, click on Insert menu. Now place the cursor in the first cell of the dataset and click Pivot Table. It will automatically select all the data in the table and prompt you to create a new worksheet. Leave the default settings and click OK. A new worksheet will open and you will see a small window indicating Pivot Table 1 with a message that reads, "To build a report, choose the fields from the Pivot Table field list." So we will start by selecting the fields we want to explore. For example, let's start with the year field, this one. We want to know how many events we have by year. So what I can do is click on top of year and drag year all the way to rows. And here I will see the list of the years that I have data on. And then it says sum of year. Instead of sum of year, why don't we go to value field settings and select count. This is going to give me the frequency, that is, the count of events per year. So you can now see the total count of events, which is 6,303, as well as the total count of events per 5-year periods. Next, we will remove the year field and replace it with the disorder type field. This will allow us to see the different classes of disorder types. So the first thing we need to do is to uncheck year here under the pivot table fields, and everything will disappear. Next, I will select and drag the disorder type to the rows area. Now you can see the list of disorder types under row labels. But how many events do I have by disorder type? All I need to do is drag disorder type all the way to values, and you will see that by default it's giving me the count of disorder type, that is, the frequency or number of events per each one of disorder types. Now, if you want to see the event type by disorder type, simply drag the event type field to the rows area, placing it under disorder type field. This will list the event types categorized by disorder type. Also, you can see the frequency by category. Now, it's possible to add more complexity to the summaries. For example, we have disorder type followed by the event type categorized by disorder type. We can add an additional layer of complexity by including the subtype event here as well. So I will drag this field below event type. You will notice that the detail is higher, and this will allow you to identify different categories and subcategories in each type of conflict event. Now you can explore the number of fatalities for each type of event. Drag fatalities field to the values area. By default, it will provide the sum of fatalities. These will help you identify which type of subtype of conflict event have the most fatalities. Now, let's say you just want to use this table as an exploratory option for you to identify the type of events that you might want to analyze. Let's assign a name to this worksheet. All you need to do is right-click on top of Sheet 1 and select Rename. Assign a name, and now what we're going to do is we are going to save this file. Right now we have a CSV file. We need to save it as Excel. So we're going to click on File, Save As, and select the folder where you want to save the file. Make sure you select Excel Workbook and click Save. The reason why we save it as an Excel is because if we leave it as a CSV, it's going to be saving only a text file. Hence, you're not going to be able to have multiple worksheets in a document. Now, the idea is that you can continue on experimenting how to summarize data. This can be done by going back to the worksheet where I have all of the information. Go to Insert, click on Pivot Table, and create a new worksheet. Here you can start working again and doing other combination of fields and a different summary of your data. So try a couple of other options and save your work.